Hi, it's Nia here from the Bead Hold again. Today we're looking at making stretch bracelets, this time with our Fablastic cord. Fablastic is wonderful for using, especially with the kids. It's a bit thicker than Sharon elastic, thinner than hat elastic, but that same feel. When we do it with the kids, we'll do a special dangle to help with all that wear and tear from the hard usage that these bracelets are definitely going to get. I've strung up a selection of beads here onto our Fablastic cord. I've used beads from one of our kids multi-pack. Now the key thing is making this big enough for the child's wrist. So when you get to this stage, you need to measure it around the child's wrist and make sure that it meets bead to bead. If you have a big gap, the bracelet will break. To finish off a bracelet like this, we simply do a simple granny knot, pull a little bit tight, not overly tight, we want it to still stretch, and then a second knot. Flip the bracelet 180 so the knots are at the back and make 2 more knots, just the same, just like you're tying your shoelaces. And that's it. Now kids are hard on their bracelets, so what I like to do with all the kids bracelets is add a few beads onto our end tails, finishing with a smaller bead that has a smaller hole, because what we'll do now is knot under that bead. And what this means is if we lose a knot, we might lose these little beads, but we're not going to lose the whole bracelet. Add a second knot for security. Keep it loose and then pull it down over the first knot so you get a nice bumpy double knot. So those beads aren't going to go anywhere. I've done the same on the other side. Now if you have trouble with the kids threading the beads, if the end of this frays out a bit or is a bit sticky getting through, what you can do is give it a nice fresh chop with some sharp scissors and just paint a wee bit of clear nail varnish on the end, and it helps stiffen it and stop it from fraying out, and that can be quite handy. This is a 1mm cord, so you do need to have a reasonable sized hole in your beads, and then we'll just snip again. And there we have a cute little kids bracelet, nice and stretchy, extra secure with knots under the dangles. If you want to, you can paint the knots with a bit of clear nail varnish or clear drying glue. Thanks for joining me. I hope you have a great time making bracelets.